Shalom. All girl praises on his Lord to the help us and share us from the dust. And the belongings of the elders and apostles of grant us all to this truth. And please bless and salvation to the whole of that. And it's a lucky one for that noise. The washing machine's on. Yeah, let's get started. Oh yeah, this one's to show you these videos. Oh, what's this?
Here we go, now one.
Nothing wrong with me. Two. Nothing wrong with me. Three. Nothing.
Lol. Oh yeah, this.
¿Cómo se llama, señor? Señor, ¿cómo se llama para poder buscar a su familia? Fucking pussy ass bitches. If y'all have the balls to capture someone with a knife, take it off. ¿Cómo se llama, señor? Señor, ¿cómo se llama para poder buscar?
That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy, man. Do you have autism? Now, these people don't care, man. I feel these people don't care. And I got one of I got one of these revenge videos. Dude literally got grabbed. But yeah, here's the actual video that I wanted to show you.
This is the Yantar being stalked by the Royal Navy in 2018. It may not look much, but beneath its scruffy exterior, this is Russia's most advanced spy ship, bristling with surveillance and intelligence gathering technology. And now back on the edge of British waters, prompting this warning from the UK's Defence Secretary.
My message to Russia and to Putin is this. We see you. We know what you're doing. And if the Yantar travels south this week, we are ready.
The Yantar can map and potentially attack undersea cables and pipelines off our coast. But also worrying defence officials this time, RAF planes sent to track the Yantar were attacked with dazzling lasers.
We deployed a Royal Navy frigate and RAF P-8 planes to monitor and track this vessel's every move, during which the Yantar directed lasers at our pilots. That Russian action is deeply dangerous.
Russians are thought to have used lasers against Royal Navy ships before, but not flight crews. It is, say military experts, a worrying development.
I mean, if this had been used to dazzle a pilot of an aircraft and that aircraft had subsequently crashed, then maybe the case could be made like not only was this hostile, but it was fundamentally an armed attack because it had the same impact as if you'd launched a weapon. I think the government's probably publicising it in order to build up a case that demonstrates the Russians do not act professionally.
Britain's Ministry of Defence has released this thermal image of the Yantar. Sky's data and forensics team has analysed it. It shows the A-frame of the boat used to deploy underwater equipment in its operating position. Strong evidence the Yantar was engaged in underwater surveillance at the time the photo was taken. But in a statement this evening, the Russian embassy in London said the endless accusations and suspicions of the British leadership only raise a smile. The actions of our country do not affect the interests of the United Kingdom and are not aimed at undermining its security. We are not interested in British underwater communications. The developments come as Russia intensified attacks on Ukraine, with devastating airstrikes in the far west of the country. Cruise missiles and drones hitting a block of flats, killing at least 25 people, including 3 children. Russia's relentless...
That's the government right there, man. 3 children got mashed up. But it says, I was looking at these comments and thinking, these people really don't know what's going on. Actually, this one guy, yeah, he really doesn't know what's going on. One guy, the F1 edits, basically gave him the answer, man. War. Literally war. And then we got this guy, Putin's so scared. Like, what's Putin scared of? These things. The British Navy is going to do something. But no one's scared of the Navy, man. And Putin's not scared of the Navy. They don't understand what type of weapons Russia have. The people are dumb. Blind to the prophecies, can't see nothing. Sucky, man, I was looking at the washing machine. Yeah, Ezekiel 31 says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him." And essentially, this is prophecy right here. So obviously, when it's talking about Gog, the land of Magog, it's not talking about the people of Japhet. And not only that, it makes mention of who? It says, face against Gog, the land of Magog. So it's talking about the people in the land. Which if you go, the understanding of that, you know that it's talking about Russia. Because Russia is in that land. And even when you break it down, go into the interlinear of the scriptures. Yeah, the chief prince. The the chief prince, you know. And it's what was I gonna say again? It's like when this this washing machine it's playing with my mind, man. When I say it's playing with my mind, I mean I'm trying to focus on this, and the sounds are just messing with my mind, man. Yeah, going to the chief prince, which when you break that down, it actually goes into Ra'ashah, which that's a Hebrew word, in which, if you break that down, it literally goes into, into Russia, and even then, carrying on. It's just want to turn it back and put hooks into their jaws, just like a fisherman when he wants to catch some fish. He throws his rod into the water, and then the fish can take hold of the what's it called? I don't know what it's called, but to take hold of the angle. To take hold of the angle, and then literally the fisherman can pull the fish in whatever direction he wants. So literally the Lord's going to bring them forth, man. And it's an all-down army, horses and horsemen. All of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company. Yeah, and that company going into allies. Just with bucklers and shields. All of them handling swords. And it makes mention of the nations that are going to be joined with them. And if you actually look online, you'll find out that these nations that I made mention are joined with Russia, being Persia, which is known as Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. All of them with shield and helmet. So they're going to be joined with them too. And then you're going to Turkey, which is Goma, and all his bands, the House of Tokum of the North Quarters. And again, yes. Now going into Turkey. But yeah, carrying on, it's just like all his bands, so his army too, and many people with thee. So essentially, it's going to be a massive nation, man. A real massive nation. When I say a nation, I mean they're going to join up and make one big nation, man. And as it says in verse 7, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So yeah, Russia is going to be a guard unto these other nations. And verse 8 says, "And many days thou shalt be visited in the latter years. Thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which are being always waste. But it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely all of them." And essentially, let me carry on. It's washing machine, man. It said, thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, and thou and all thy bands, and many people with thee. So yeah, a storm is violent, and that's what these people are going to be in that day. And again, here we go. Being an evil thought, man. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think, an evil thought. Now you got ask yourself, what evil things can Russia do? And the answer is in Isaiah. What was it again? Isaiah 13. Isaiah 30:15, it says, and everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. And that sword being the intercontinental ballistic missiles. So essentially these missiles, they look like arrows. And so their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. And it says their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. And it's going into the GRAPE, which I spell it out for the reason of, you know how the algorithm is. What should I say? What's it called again? Yeah, the community guidelines, that's what I'm talking about. You know how it is, man. You got to spell these words out sometimes. In verse 17 it says, behold, I will stir up the knees against them. Which again, this is prophecy, man. It's not talking about the actual the Japhetic Medes. It's talking about the Russians, man. So again, it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So yeah, America come around with the, what's it called, their bribery, their bribes, man. They're not gonna care about it. And for God, it's not delight in the year. It said their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, being those intercontinental ballistic missiles. And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, being pregnant women. It said the eyes shall not spare children. So yeah, they're not going to care about the pregnant women, neither the children. It shows you the evil mind that they're going to have in that day. This is in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. The beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And we know he did that with fire and brimstone, which is going to do it again with these intercontinental ballistic missiles. It said it shall never be inhabited. Alright, here we go. The washing machine. Yeah, it says it shall never be inhabited. And it says neither shall it be drowned from generation to generation. So yeah, people like to have kids over there in America. They won't be able to do that anymore because no one's going to be dwelling there. It's going to be turned into a complete desert. It says neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. And normally they'll go over there to make money. And it says neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So yeah, people who sell things, man, they're not going to be able to sell their things anymore. All their things are going to be gone. They're going to be burnt up. It said, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and the houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And again, let me just wipe my eye, man. Then again, going to verse 21. No, I want to have a look at that word, doleful. Emotional grief, sorrow, lamentation, mourning. So essentially that's what those doleful creatures are going to be. And so an owl shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. You know, let me type in satyrs as well, because I know it's a little lizard creature. It's just one other type of woodland deities, part human or animal, demigod or spirit of the air or woods, companion of Bacchus. Yeah, again, I'm gonna say the satyrs are the lizard creatures. I mean, the ones that be dancing in the sand. And again, they do that to what's it called? To avoid the heat of the sand, because obviously it's hot over there. And that's what America's going to be, a complete desert. And so the wild beasts of the island shall dwell there. Then the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses. Yeah, they're going to be making them sounds, man. And dragons in their present palaces. And again, a dragon going into them lizards, man. Them little lizards that live in the desert, man. They're crying in their desolate houses. And dragons in their present palaces. And a time is near to come, for a day shall not be prolonged. And again, not talking about America, but even then, you also got what's it called? the UK, which I should bring out this dream more often. Which when the UK got hit, well, when the UK gets hit with nuclear missiles, and again, no, I'm not sure I go into the dream or not. Mostly I probably I'll do it, but it's basically along the lines of I was in this hotel, and the other nations were there too, and they were chasing me. I don't know why they were chasing me, but they were chasing me. And it's one of those I was basically playing with them, and I was teleporting from here to there, and they were fucking not knowing how I did those things. But it's obvious it was spiritual power. It was through the Spirit of the Lord that I was able to do those things. But yeah, at one point I teleported by the window. And then I looked up and saw 3 nuclear missiles. There was 3 of them. 3 me an understanding as well. So now I'm looking at these missiles coming towards the UK. And again, they look like stars, man. Because obviously what I could see was the flame being burned from behind. Now distance, that's what we're going to see. We're going to see that light coming out from the back of those missiles. I should say the flame coming out from those missiles. So now I'm standing there looking at these missiles. And then the other nations finally see me and they come running up to me. And I put my hand down and told them to wait. And I said, look, nuclear missiles. And and they all went to the they all went to the window, looked up, saw the missiles, and they ran for their lives, man. So the UK isn't safe neither. The UK isn't safe. And then we also got South 91, man. This is how it was. The people saw the missiles and were running left and right, screaming all over the place. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. Because they're in fear of the nuclear missiles. Where's the Book of Psalms at? There's Psalms 91. And the one that says, he dwelleth in the secret places of the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And the shadow of the Almighty means his protection, man. For the Lord is the rock. And then I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, and my God, in him will I trust. What was that scripture, man? Yes, Proverbs 18 and 10 says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. Or the name of the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Abashai, Bashem Kakadash, is a strong tower. The righteousness, it's not the righteousness, the righteous runneth into it and is safe. And that's because they know the name of the Lord. In which you're saying you have the Ruach HaKodesh or the Holy Spirit. You should know the name of the Father and the Son. And even then, all I can tell you is those names, Yahweh Shem Shai, was revealed unto me, man, in a dream. They're known as the light. Oh, that was another dream. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I went through this dream in a very long time, man. It's basically around. I was in this flat, like near by the stairs, to go down and go up, and I saw there's a witch. Yeah, it was this witch, man, and she was saying, if you want to see the women again, you have to what's it called? You have to call upon the light. And at first I didn't even know what she was talking about. Like call upon the light. And then I guess the name came to me. It was Yahweh Hashem Hawashai. That came to me. And every time I called upon that name, there was a flash of light. Like the light appeared and started getting stronger every time I said the name. And even then I was given spiritual power, man. I was given spiritual power. I was able to descend through the building like a ghost. And ended up grabbing up the women, man, and escaping with them. And that was all because I trusted in the Lord. I had faith in Yahweh Hashem Hawashai, man. But yeah, carrying on. It says, I will serve the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My power in him will I trust. Surely shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler, from Esau, and from the noise and pestilence, and bring the niggling missiles. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust, being of chariots. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. So yeah, so knowing his word, man. Knowing the Song of Moses. Which again, the Song of Moses is the doctrine. It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. So yeah, when the Lord brings those creatures upon the earth, and only that when he brings those nuclear missiles too, the elect won't be scared. Why? Because the Lord is going to be with them, and he's going to show them that he's with them. And it says, nor for the persons that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So basically again, midnight, man. Midnight when both hands hit the number, well, when it hits 12:00 or 00:12. This is saying that's the time of destruction, man. And again, the waster. And this is here, man. Behold, I've created the smiths that blow the coals in the fire. Then again, going to those, what's it called, man? Who's it called again, man? Get them Nazis. When they basically fell out of power, some of them went to America and some of them went to Russia. And again, that's why them two have the best of the nuclear capability. And again, they basically made a so-called nuclear missile that basically paved the way to these other nuclear missiles being brought about. And again, it says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. An instrument. Yeah, and that instrument being those ICBMs, man. It says, and I've created a waster to destroy. Yeah, just like it says here, man. He's creating a waster to destroy. And that's exactly what it's going to do. And this is the point here, man. When I told these people about the nuclear missiles, it says 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. And even then, I'll be skipping out on this dream because there was actually more things that happened. And I tell you now, there was a huge chariot that came when these missiles came. When the missiles were flying and coming towards the UK. There was a huge chariot, man. When I said it was a huge chariot, it was massive. It was literally massive. I couldn't see the end or the beginning of it. It was that huge. And then again, these little ships came out of the big one. I started flying in different locations. And then again, a chariot came out above my head. And it beat me up, man. And all I can say is, it's good to have faith, man. It's very good to have faith. And then again, all I can say is, yeah, man. It doesn't matter where you are, man. The Lord can find you. All the Lord has to do is blow the trumpet and the angels go to where the elect are, man. And they're going to be beamed up. And I'm not saying I'm part of the elect. All I'm saying is, I have faith in the Lord. I have faith in the Lord. That these things will happen, man. That I'm hoping to get beamed up into a chariot. But obviously, I don't know if I'm part of the elect. Neither does no one else. Well, there are people that say they're part of the elect. But obviously they're going off. But it's one of those ones, man. You have to have faith. And if you are of the elect, that faith is going to last until your house shall return, man. And you will be saved. But again, that's if you again, that's why the Lord's going to bring all that evil upon the earth. It's literally so that those who say they believe in the Lord, we're going to see. Usually we're going to see who believes in the Lord or not. Because all this evil is going to come upon the earth. And the only one who's going to be able to dwell through it and get through it is the Lord's elect. But yeah, man. All I can say is, yeah, I want to give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Hoshai, Bashem Rakakadash, and Shalom.